Hi friends! Okay, today we are going to find out whatever actual real details we can find out about your future spouse. Okay, so we're going to see what the cards wanted to show you. And we have pile 1, 2, and 3. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to and make your decision, and we will get started with group 1. Hi, group 1. Let's see what we have. Okay. Alrighty, so definitely dark skin. We're going with the pictures this time, okay? We don't really do tarot and we do these fun ones. Chemistry, yes. Okay, they have dark hair. They both actually have pretty dark hair. I don't know, maybe it's like blonde, really dark blonde, brown. Okay, so we have darker skin, darker hair. Let's see what these want to say. Interesting. Okay, so we have 2 2s, okay? So there could be a 2-year difference between you guys. That's definitely popping out. We have the star card, which is associated with the Aquarius sign, so it doesn't have to be Aquarius, but we're asking for specific details, right? So, and it could be in their moon, because I'm getting a lot, like, it's not like, oh, sun sign, you know? So it could just be in, like, their top major, you know, of their chart. It could be, like, their moon, perhaps their MC, maybe their Venus. Again, dark hair and dark hair. We do have blonde hair here. But again, like, people can dye their hair. So hair color is kind of hard to, like, go off of indefinitely. But skin color is always, like, a really good indicator. Okay. Also, each one has a lot of water. We have a really, like, turbulent water. This one always reminds me of a roller coaster. So they could live near an amusement park, or they do like going on roller coasters, like they're like a thrill seeker. But they do all have water, so again, like how I was saying, it might not be like their sun sign as Aquarius. They could be a water sign. So that would be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have 2 kind of like nighttime cards as well. And actually, this isn't yellow either, so it's kind of like a cloudy day, right? So maybe like you meet them or your first date or something, it might have to do with nighttime. Like maybe it's somewhere that you're going at night and that's where you'll meet them. Or anything maybe significant, like if you're already dating this person, maybe that's, you know, when they'll have that conversation with you, or they'll pop the question or something. And it's also like a clear night for the nighttime. They're both like really clear days. Or like sky, you know, not days. Okay, let's see what else we have before we... Oh, okay. Talking and I like you. So maybe they want to like send you like, oh, maybe they want to send you a message. They also have 3 siblings. So yeah, interesting that whole little trifecta here. So maybe they want to like start talking, maybe maybe one of these nights coming up, you'll get a message from them where they want to start talking, you know, they want to get their feelings out. So maybe it's going to be them reaching out, but not necessarily. I mean, they want to. It doesn't say that they are going to, but somehow you guys are obviously going to start talking soon. Yeah. Okay. And this whole 2 here, so like it could maybe even be like, well, we're already past the 2nd month, but it could be like the 2nd day of the month, or Well, the second season, we're now in the second season. Or it could just be a month that has 2 in it, so maybe 12. So in December, there's something, maybe their birthday is on the 2nd, you know, or 22. All right, let's get some charms. We're just gonna pile them all up over there. That should work. Okay. Are we in? Are we in? I think so. Alrighty, what do we have here? We have N, A, O, a Z, which is always good if you have a Z in your name, you know, that's pretty unique. Okay, what do we have here? All right, we have 2 scrambled eggs. Okay, I never know which way that goes. All right, so the unicorn always tells me like something magical afoot. So maybe it's like something that you can feel in the air. Ooh, look at this. We also have this other magical that Cinderella is like pumpkin. But it's also a chariot card to me as well. So something is on its way, like a wish, something you've been wishing for. You know, like when you wish upon a star, like Cinderella and stuff. And, you know, maybe that's what you've been wanting, is them to send you a message or to start communicating. So that could be on its way. Okay, we have a cookbook. So they like to cook, I'm assuming. Maybe they really like cooking breakfast. So maybe like the first time you guys spend the night together, you know, maybe you'll wake up and they're like making breakfast already and it'll be like really amazing. Oh, here's another piece of my little fake. I can't really count that. It just is breaking in there and I really can't find it. I'm gonna have to go through that. But technically that's a little part of the cap gun bullet, like the fake bullets. So there's 1 fake bullet in here. Maybe that means something to you. I'm not sure. We have a domino. Okay. We have the little broom, okay? It's also like a tassel, but I think of it as a broom. It kind of ties in with the whole like Cinderella thing too. Like maybe you're going through a transformation, maybe they are. Or they're just like really, like, you know, they like to do things around the house. They're very like nurturing in that sense. The dominoes is kind of like, dominoes always tells me that they like to play games. Like they're, oh yeah, and we had the little like, the amusement park, remember the little like roller coaster thing? So maybe they are just like really like fun, you know, they like to do fun things. They have like an inner child that does kind of tie along with this whole like wishful and Cinderella, like fairy tale type thing. Like they're just very magical thinking. They're really in tune with like their inner child. We also have a microphone, which could tie along with my little fake bullet thing, you know, that I put aside. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't count it. It's just breaking apart, but I need to pull them out. But that kind of tells me, like, if there's 2 kind of noise type charms, it's kind of like, oh, someone wants to speak up. And that does make sense because they want to send you a message, remember? And the whole talking, we had that. And then we have Texas, which is backwards. So they could be from the south. It doesn't have to be exactly Texas, but I think that's like Houston too. I don't know where that star is. I think it's Houston. So that could be very specific for some of you. But yeah, maybe they just are south from you. It doesn't mean they have to be in the south or in specifically North America, even in general. It could just mean they're south of you, right? Because that's a very southern tip of United States. Okay. All right, let's get some words. I'm just going to pinch them this time. It's really hard to get them off that little metal cup. So we're just going to pinch a few. Oh, yikes. Okay, I pinched more than a few. Oh, Lord. Okay, we have touch, flip-flops. So maybe they're wearing flip-flops while meeting you, right? Even, sometimes I ignore that one, or it means established, but sometimes there's just some weird little parts of words in here. Adore, sprinkle, feather, aha, epiphany, something, yucky, fierce. Interesting, okay? So these words are always for you guys to kind of take in. It's for you to know what that means, okay? So just remember these words, like when you meet them, maybe, you know, you come up, you have dinner and you order eggs and they're yucky. You know, you never really know. Adore, sprinkle, feather. Okay, and don't forget we have Oz, so like maybe they could be Oscar and people call them Ozzy. They could like the Wizard of Oz. We have N-A, so that could be the beginning of their first or last name. A-N-Z, it could be like O-A-N, like Joan. Okay, so we will get a pendulum question or two, and then that will be it for you guys today. So let's get that out of there. Okay, so we're gonna ask for a little extra detail. Something to help you spot them, or if you already know who they are or suspect who it is, this might help you. Let's see. Ooh, ooh. All right. Hey, never a bad one. They own their own business. But it seems like, you know, they probably are pretty stable. Maybe that's, you know, why it took a little bit. They had to get their business up and running and stuff. If you're wondering, you know, where the heck are they and stuff. Okay, let's ask one more. All right, let's see how many months it will take. So we have 1 through 8. Let's see if they are coming fast or if it might be a few months. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, it's indecisive. So when it does that, sometimes it's like a range, right? So, and there was a few, like it kind of went over there. So it could be 1. It's a little quick, okay? But yeah, 6, 7, and 8, it was kind of going back and forth. But it's on 8, which really, that's not a lot, right? If you're looking for your soulmate, I feel like that's a pretty decent, you know, amount of time. It also doesn't go any higher than 8, so maybe possibly it could be even longer. So don't take my word for it, right? So that is what I have for you. I know it's quick, but I'll get another one. I'm going to try to record another one tonight, so maybe I'll put that up in a couple of days. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you guys take care and have a good night. Hi, group 2. Let's see what we have. All right, so always remember when we do these fun ones, I'm not doing any tarot real reading here. So far I see light skin, possibly light hair. Let's see if we get any clues from this. Okay, they could possibly be older than you, and I feel like maybe like a significant amount, like more than 5 years probably. Anything more than that, I don't really consider like much older than you. So 5 years and up, they could be older than you. And we have 6 years, so that could be that they're 6 years older than you. Yeah, and they do all have like lighter skin. We have two major arcanas though, so those usually try to stand out. But yeah, they're really like giving fair. I see the little scale there, so they could be Libra. And maybe they possibly like either have traveled the world or they've seen many parts of the world or they come from a different part of the world than you. And in that sense, I mean like another country, right? Like another part of the world to me means like another country. And maybe somewhere where it's like raining. Like, you know how like England and London and all those places, you know how it's like, and maybe even like a lot of Canada as well. It's usually like a really rainy, right? Like even like northern, like in Seattle and stuff, it rains all the time. Because we have like two kind of cloudier, foggier looking weather here. And actually a lot of clouds and fog there too. So it could be like literally somewhere that's like foggy and rainy a lot. It doesn't mean that they have to be there now, but that they could have come from there or they have lived there. Like it's just a really good clue for you. So, like, it would be like specific to your person when you talk to them. Oh, let's see what else we got. Interesting, huh? Because with both of these, it kind of tells me like I get like a desert vibe there. So what's going on there? Well, that maybe one is you and one is your person, because those are like very different. But we have like snake and the phoenix that like every time I see phoenix, I think of Phoenix, Arizona, which makes me think of like a desert. So maybe like, Australia here, and then, your person is, somewhere rainy and more northern. Actually, it could be like maybe tropical as well, but I get like foggy. So, and lighter skin, so that would be more like, European, like Northern Europe, and, Canada and United States and stuff like that, right? Is physically active and has lighter skin. Uh-huh. Interesting. So they might not be like native to like this region, because I feel like you would have darker skin if you come from like a more deserty area. So that could maybe be you, or vice versa, All right, so that's what I have. And maybe like that's why it doesn't really matter that they're like, a few years older than you, because they are physically active. Maybe they don't even look like they're older than you at all. Let's get some charms. Pile that up there. Oh, we got a lot this time. Okay, we're mainly in there. Alrighty. So we have a D. We have Patrick the Star. Alright. So, well, the star card, which is like a wish, it's also Aquarius. Their name could literally be Patrick or Pat, Patty, Patricia, something like that. We have the D. We have a lot of letters here. Okay, so we have U, O, S, and Q. Oh, wow. Y, I, M. We also have a little heart. That's all the letters. Wow, the last group got that too. That's interesting. I mean, I really like stir that around. So they could like to cook. That's a little cookbook there. Maybe they wrote a cookbook, or, they're just learning how to cook. We have a cassette. So sometimes that tells me that they were born like in the 80s, 90s, or grew up in that. Like it's very significant that time. That's my time as well. So, and also just they could just like, you know, the 90s and 80s kind of era. I never know how to say that word. And also it could mean to me like mixtape. Sometimes I get that. We don't have a lot of like lovey-dovey stuff, but sometimes that could mean that where, you know, they have a lot to say, but they don't know how to say it. So like you make a mixtape, you know. We have the world card. Oh, we have the world card. Interesting. Yes. So, you know, tarot wise, that means that like, you know, something's coming back around to you. Like maybe it's some sort of, you know, deserved justice. Not in a bad way, you know, like good karma. Or maybe, you know, maybe this is someone that you used to know and they left and now they're coming back. Yes, yes. Okay, so we have, interesting that we have these two animals here. I don't get usually like a lot of animals. Oh, wait, is that a cat too? Wait, what is this? Yeah, that's a cat on a scratching post. Huh. All right. Something about cats. Maybe they have a lot of cats, or, I mean, it's not like there's like a cat park, you know, like how there's a dog park. So I can't really see how you would meet them through your cat. But maybe you guys have like cat Facebook pages and then they become friends. You know, I don't know. Who knows? But I was going to say before I saw that, because we have two cats here, okay? So could be significant for you for some reason. But this to me looks like a predator and its prey, right? This poor hen is just sitting here, unbeknownst, knowing that this cat is about to pounce. So who's doing the pouncing? Is it going to be you or is it going to be your person? Interesting. Okay, so we have this little worry doll next to this whole like intuition kind of vibe. It's like they're worried about something, your person. Something heavy on their mind. So maybe that's why they're not really coming through yet. Maybe this does kind of have to do with that. Like they have stuff to say, but they don't really know how to say it. And in that sense, you could look at this cookbook as kind of like, well, yeah, you're doing a lot of talking, but none of it's meaningful. Like in that sense, like in trying to get stuff off your chest, like sure, you're writing a cookbook, but it doesn't have to do with your feelings, you know? Because this heart is really tiny. It's really tiny. It's almost like maybe they're trying to hide their feelings, you know? And this hen is like sitting on its eggs, so the eggs are also hiding. You know? We also have this soccer ball. Could kind of tie in. It does kind of look like a world, but... So they could play soccer specifically, or I don't know what don't they call it football or something over there? Across the pond. So yeah, something with these cats though, man. But what? I don't know. I don't know how you meet. You know, maybe you just find out, oh, they have a lot of cats, or they have specifically two cats. Okay, let's get some words. I'm just going to shake it and pinch it. That's what I did for the last group, so we'll just pull a few out. We'll see what wants to come out. Oh, we have paranoia. See, we have this worry doll. What are they worried about? They're worried about something. You might know what that is. So it's obviously like supposed to be a clue for you. So, oh, the truth. What? Whatever, summer, joy, turn, thing, point. Over, color, truth, paranoia, whatever, summer, joy, turn, thing, point. All right. Like I always say, these words are more for you guys to dissect and resonate with and figure out what that means, because I have no clue. Okay, those are for you guys. Let's ask the pendulum a few questions. First, we're going to see what or how many months it's going to take, right? So if you guys are supposed to meet them this year, how many months is it going to take? Because we're in the 4th month, so at the end of the year. Like, will you meet them? If it lands on 8, I might take it as 8 or more, right? So at least 8 months is how I would take that. But let's see. Hopefully it's not all the way 8. Give us a low number. How many months until group 2 meets or... Oh, okay. So the end of the year. And it's pretty solid on that too. So, like I was saying, it could be even more than 8 months. But hey, I don't know what you have going on. Maybe you're going to school. Maybe you're doing lots of things where it wouldn't make sense anyway, right? So if that does make sense for you, then that would resonate, right? Let's ask it one more question. All right, we're going to see if we can have one little helpful clue. Something that would make sense to the viewer. Interesting. Okay, so it landed on they come from another country. So yeah, somewhere in the world. But you know what I'm saying? Like the world card, that's what I kept saying. It was like they come from somewhere else than where you are, which would mean, like, to me, if someone came from another country, you know, I'd be like, oh, they're from another part of the world. So interesting. Okay, so keep all that in mind. This one was very, like, detailed in that sense, like a foggy place. And then we have the desert. They have lighter skin. Could literally be from Phoenix, Arizona, or you know. Yeah, possibly a Libra. Maybe somewhere that does have water as well. They're swimming in there too. Okay, so yeah, that is what I have for you. I hope that helped. If not, as always, check out another reading or another pile. And thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and hope you guys take care and have a good night. Hi, group 3. Let's see what we got. Okay, dark skin. We don't get a lot of, like, men in the photos, you know, and we have 2. Like, this guy's all by himself. So this could be for someone looking for a man. Dark skin. We got dark hair. We have not today. And then we have lightning, which is interesting because this is like my card for, you know, quick. Something quick, a sudden change, you know, shocking news, surprise. But then we have not today. So it's almost like maybe maybe it was supposed to happen. Maybe you're waiting for something. Something's been delayed. And then maybe right when you give up, like it could have been a long time. But then all of a sudden it just comes out of nowhere. He's also on the phone. So maybe you're like waiting for a call, a message from them. And this dark, handsome man. All right, we have the High Priestess. Keep in mind, I don't normally read tarot when I do these fun readings. But major arcanas I always kind of pay attention to. We also have the Balance and Justice, but their name could be like B or J. We also have 2 2s. The first group had 2 2s as well. Interesting. So they could be 2 years different from you. They could be born on the 2nd or the 22nd, the 2nd of the year, you know, 2nd month. They also, like, look at how many, they have, like, these head wrap things, you know, like laurel wreaths. She's wearing this, like, crazy awesome hat. She's got this, I think that's a necklace, right? We got a lot of, like, accessories or something. They could have a lot of friends, like a big friend group. Maybe they belong to like a club or something, or they get together and they all kind of like do this thing, you know, like maybe they belong to like a baseball group or whatever, you know. Hmm. Yeah. You guys could meet like somewhere, like possibly where this friend group is, because we have like these two people and they're meeting and they're like holding a cup, you know. So maybe you're like at a party or yeah, it doesn't have to be like, you know, a high school party or anything, but you know, like just a get together, a barbecue, you know, it could be on a holiday, like 4th of July or something. Not really getting a lot of like location. Eh, nothing really where there's any redundancy. Like I don't really see any real clue for location, which is weird. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can really see is that there's like flat land. So it could be like somewhere, you know, like how like middle America is. It's just like a lot of plains, a lot of just wheat fields. You know, farmers have just leveled the entire state. So it could be somewhere like that, like where there's not a lot of mountains, there's not a lot of hills. There's like some hills there in the background, but I don't see anything like crazy or anything. No streams, no water. So it could be just like somewhere grassy, like meadowy, prairie, like let's see where their last two. Where's a meaningful accessory off? Oh, that's what I was saying about her necklace. Wears a meaningful accessory often. So maybe it is like a religious accessory then, because I was just kind of looking at like all their little hats and stuff. But yeah, maybe they, because it's meaningful, so maybe it is either like religious or someone important to them gave it to them, or like their grandpa's watch or something. And your paths will cross after you make a final decision. So that's for you to know. Maybe you're, you know, in the works of doing something. Maybe you're trying to figure out where you want to move or what you're going to do after you graduate. So whatever you actually do end up deciding, they're saying, you know, it's the right one that you end up deciding, and that is where and how you will meet them after you make this final decision. And that can mean a lot of stuff. It doesn't mean, you know, after you graduate, it could mean a lot of stuff. I mean, we're always making decisions, but this one obviously would be probably be a bigger decision, not just what am I going to eat today. Yeah, so maybe something to do with like your location, your career, something like that. Maybe taking a leap in some sort of self-employment type thing that you might be working on. Let's see what charms want to come up. Come on now, get over there. Whoa, okay. Grabbed a bunch there. Okay, let's see what we got. Are we like mainly in? This new bowl of mine is so tall, but I don't have another one right now. Interesting. So this is like my firework looking little. Oh, wait, was that why was I talking about 4th of July? I don't remember. Why was I talking about that? Oh, like a holiday or something when you guys. Oh, yeah. So maybe that is one, 4th of July. Like a little barbecue or something, right? Because you guys are like holding cups. just like mingling. That's how I feel when I see that. We have R, A, N, F. What else? P. And a V. Interesting. F, P, and a V. Those are all pretty more unusual letters that are in names. Okay, so that could help you. Ran. Maybe they run. Okay, we have a mailman. Okay, so there could be a message on the way. Maybe they want to say something. Maybe you sent a message. But to me, this is like in progress because he's like holding it. He's either just picked it up or he's about to deliver it. But it's like in transport, if that makes sense. Wouldn't that be nice if you could just like track your crush's thoughts, like tracking numbers? What are they thinking today? Starfish. Weird. Group 2, the last group, got Patrick, the star, you know, from SpongeBob. I don't get that many sea stars that often. Okay, we have a semi-truck. So that could mean a chariot card, right? Again, with something on its way. But except it's like with this too, like the fireworks, like this isn't just a little old putzer here, you know, a little junker, a lemon coming your way. This is like full force, whole 18-wheeler coming your way. Yes, yes. Hauling hearts, you know? So maybe a person meditates a lot, or maybe you do, maybe you have been, and maybe that's why this is kind of coming your way, right? We'll find out when, like if it's going to be soon or not. We'll ask the pendulum in a minute. But yeah, there's a whole lot of like Zen going on. So that's interesting too, that it's like very similar to the starfish. Maybe it's like, you're trying to like figure out like a direction to go or something. Wait, yeah, like that final decision thing. Like there's a lot of avenues or something that you're in the middle of. And then once you make that decision, like these things are going to come. Okay, we have this little, he always seems kind of sad to me, that little monkey guy. And it's also a really old charm. I don't know why that matters right now, why I'm mentioning that, but it is a really old charm. So maybe your person is like an old soul. It's kind of like what I get. It's like, oh, it's been around, you know? Not like in a promiscuous way, but you know what I mean? Like their soul has been around for a while. And it's also like sad feeling though. So there's something weird, like maybe it's your person that I'm also getting this like trying to figure something out, or they're trying to finish something. And then once they're done with that, it's like they have a plan, you know, like this thing that's in motion, either like a message or a gift, like whatever that is that's in motion in the universe and through the universe. It's like something's on its way. It's some sort of plan that's like in action right now. We also have my blood, sweat, and tears charm there. So someone could be working really hard on something that could be you, or it could be both of you guys. Oh, and then we do have this little umbrella, and it's the black one. So it kind of makes me feel like sad, right? It's like some sort of overlying thing. But I feel like that has to do with your person. Like maybe they're just going through it right now, right? This little spoon, it always reminds me of Mary Poppins, spoonful of sugar. And maybe that's true. Like maybe that's what they're searching for right now, like the little spoonful of sugar, you know, that makes all the medicine go down better. Like maybe this card might not even be talking about you. Maybe it's them that has to make a final decision, you know? Maybe that's what they're kind of really concerned about right now. This whole like many direction type thing. And then we have two more like movement and then smoothing. So like the horse is kind of like a chariot to me, and then we have the shoe as well, and that kind of tells me like, again, something's in action, like something is in the works. You would know what that means, like whatever you are manifesting, just know that like that's actually happening in the background. Because we have this like manifesting thing, and it looks like, you know, you've obviously been doing it for a while. Maybe you feel like it's not happening, but it is. We have a lot of hidden in the works movement charms, to be honest. We have the semi, we have the horse, we have the high heel, we have the hard work, the direction, the transport, it's in motion. We also have the word ran, you know, which is obviously comes from runs, like again, movement, right? And then this always tells me it's a little like iron. It's like everything's smoothing out. It is smoothing out. Again, with the motion, like everything is going as planned and it will all make sense is what I'm getting. So you must have needed to hear that. Let's get some words really fast. Ish. Oop, whoops, dropped one. Hold on a second. Water. Now. Play. Object or object, like maybe you don't like something, you're rejecting it. But we have cute, so maybe a cute object, a ring. Ooh, cool. And that. Again with the accessories, right? A ring. So maybe like maybe that's how you'll meet them. Maybe someone will come up to you or you'll come up to them and be like, oh, cute ring. That object is cool. You want to play in the water now? Yeah, interesting. Okay, so like I always say, those words are more for you guys to decipher and, you know, dissect, not necessarily for me to do. Let's ask the pendulum a few questions. So let's get these out of there. All right, we're gonna get one helpful clue here. Give us something that will help group 3 be able to spot their person easily once they're talking to them at this firework party, whatever's going on there. It doesn't have to be 4th of July. Like a lot of parties have some fireworks and stuff. At least Americans. They're divorced. Okay, that's always helpful, obviously, and I'm sure that's something you'll find out quite quickly if you're talking to someone. So, good clue. Okay, now we're gonna see how many months this year it will take. If it hits 8, we're not really sure if it stops at 8 or if it's 8 or more, but we have 8 months left in 2022 at least. So we're gonna find out how many months from now, if it's gonna happen this year. Like when will anything, you know, become more than what it is, or you'll meet them, whatever your situation. Okay, I think we're staying there. We're pretty strong. All right, so we are on 4. Not bad, okay? So 4 months from now. Okay, so that's either going to be August, if we're watching it right now, when I record this, or 4 months from when you're watching this. Okay, it doesn't have to be months. It could mean something else. Could mean the 4th, you know, 4 weeks, 4 days. So just keep that in mind, okay? And that is what I have for you. I hope that helped and gave you a couple new little details about your future spouse. As always, if it didn't help, watch another video or watch a different group on this video. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys take care and have a good night.